Well, hey y'all, I'm on the road again. Yep, sure I am. I am in O'Fallon, Missouri. Got a Harvest Host spot here for the night. Really nice place. It's the Mid-America Veterans Museum, and I'm looking forward. They may open up a little early in the morning. I'm hoping I get to see it. Unfortunately, I got in just a little bit too late to the tour of the museum, but the grounds are beautiful, and so hopefully I'll be able to see a little bit of the museum in the morning. I'll flip you around here and let you take a look at the grounds. I'll start down here. This is one down through the parking lot where I'm parked at the end of the parking lot. Got power up to 50 amps if necessary. Unfortunately, I can only use 30, so I had to adapt it down, but I've got power for the evening. So I'm gonna walk you around and show you a little bit about the outside of the museum, and if we get a chance in the morning to go in, we'll try to get a little video inside. But we'll start all the way down here on the far end of the parking lot. I'm not exactly sure which end that is. I think it would probably be north. I'm not sure. We may have a little storm tonight. I'll be watching for it. keep my ears alert for storm. So here's one monument right down here. This is this is in honor of the 13 service members killed supporting Operation Freedom's centennial at the airport at Kabul back on August 26, 2021. And they've done a nice job of putting all the names, and I'm going to scroll down. These are all the men and women who were killed in that bombing. Pretty bad situation. I'm not going to get political, but we did not do our troops right in that situation. I'll stop right there before I go too far out. Oh, you can see they were members of the Army, Marine Corps, and Navy that were killed in that bombing. All right, we're gonna walk on down. You can see they've got tribute flags to the different branches of service. We've got a plaque here recognizing Steve Stuckmeyer from the U.S. Marine Corps. And we're going to walk down through here. Nice flower garden. WeEmerge.org maintains that flower garden. And further, got a little squirrel going around there playing. Got a bird. I ain't gonna bite you, buddy. And here's a tribute to Gold Star Family Memorial, flower garden, honoring families who American fallen heroes, and a Purple Heart garden, recognizing those who were injured. Okay, and allowed you to go there. Here, just a couple more gardens. We'll go down through that. Well, we can see it from here. Might as well. That's a very common phrase. All gave some gave all. You got 78 MIA from Cambodia, 8,177 from Korea, 1,650 MIAs from Vietnam, and 15,597 MIAs from World War II. You know, we talk a lot about the MIAs in Vietnam and POWs and MIAs, but I think that's when the plays kind of got started. But look at what we're POWs and MIAs in World War II. Nice boards. Korea, 8,177. Didn't even know we had people in Cambodia. We'll continue going around and get more videos of the flags up front. That, by the way, is a Siberian elm. Didn't know that. What a Siberian elm is. I didn't know they had trees in Siberia. And I'm sure that looks like it might be a tribute flag to the Corps of Engineers. Unfurl again. Yep, I believe that's what that is. Really a nice spot down here. Right off the interstate, easy to get to. So we've got our typical flags, and of course they've added the Space Force flag. And all of the flags tribute to the military services. I love that image. Folks, too often you forget those who gave their lives for our freedom. Way too often. Take them for granted. Too many of us. Nice, they got a parking space just for the combat wounded. Well, of course, then we got the U.S. flag, assuming that's the Missouri flag and POW flag. Mid-America Veterans Museum. It's on Elm Street in O'Fallon, Missouri. If you're ever this way, I want to stop in and check it out. See what we got over here. Different vet stories. I'm going to try to get in there and get enough of it for you to see. Burl, B-A-R-R-A-L-E, Burl. His story. And a tribute to Arnold Ketchel and Archer Alexander, Missouri Civil War, so breaking the chains of slavery. Very dark day in our history. Yeah. Should have never happened. Really should have never happened. So here we have a tribute to the Vietnam War. I hope y'all are able to see these. I'm really not getting a very good shot of them. Recognizing Fort Zumwalt veterans who were killed in action. I'm not sure where Fort Zumwalt was. Maybe you can read that. if I would point the camera in the right direction. Oh, okay. These are Fort Zumwalt is here in this area, and these are 8 men who I guess graduated there or had served there and died in Vietnam. We got the tribute that goes to our families again here. We have over here honoring the St. Charles County residents killed in action and died in service. And they were all the way from World War One, World War Two, Korean War, Vietnam War, Persian Gulf War, World War II, World War One era who died in service. World War II, I don't know what DIS stands for. Maybe who died in service. So that's what it stands for. Korean War died in service, Vietnam War died in service, and Persian Gulf War who died in service. So these are all men and women who were either killed in action or died in service. All right, I'm going to take it out and show you my accommodations for you folks with Harvest Host. Maybe you'll see how we're set up. And when you get here, if you decide to come by here and overnight, you'll have an idea where you're going to park. It's a tribute to St. Charles County Veterans Museum Flag Retirement Area. So this would be where, when they retire the flag, I guess they got the burn pit right there, where they would then burn the flag. The only acceptable method, I think, of disposing of unserviceable flags. Well, let's see what it says. The approved method of disposing of unserviceable flags has long been destroyed by burning. The U.S. flag is considered such a sacred symbol that burning it in an undignified manner constitutes desecration. Ceremonies are held in a specific manner. When you start the fire, make sure it's big enough to fully burn the flag before you put the folded flag in. And then you salute the flag. And then you repeat the Pledge of Allegiance. A moment of silence. Another acceptable method is to cut the flag up. Cutting the flag up, you improve technique that doesn't cut through the Blue Star field. When the flag has been cut up, it is no longer officially a flag. Then finally, burying. Some veterans service organizations say you can also bury a folded flag in a dignified box or recycle it. That's an option that's common for flags made of synthetic or nylon material that can be hazardous if burned. Okay, that's learn something. I've always been told that the only acceptable method of retiring a flag is burning. This is their satisfied place. More of that. Sorry. It's been a long day, long drive today. These are scripture verses. Some of you will recognize them. This is from Corinthians. Let me look. I can't call it out. 1 Corinthians 15:13. And the other is just thank you to veterans. And it's got the purple heart. I'm not sure where that comes from. Okay, again, back to my campsite for the night. They've got a little garage out here at the end of the parking lot, and we got a neighbor here tonight. Hopefully the storms get bad enough here. I'll take care of one another. No. And so, see if I can zoom out just a little bit bigger picture. So you can see they got a nice spot there to plug in, 15-amp service right there. And here I sit, and of course, there's the museum where we were looking. So Anyway, thank y'all for watching. My Harvest Oak site again for the night, and be heading on tomorrow into Waterloo. Not gonna be camping in Waterloo. I'm gonna stay in a hotel, simply out of convenience, and got a good price on the hotel. So since it's convenient to do so, and I won't have to be tearing down everything in the camper and moving back and forth to the show. We're gonna have gonna be a tractor show. It's called Deer Days at the museum in Waterloo, the John Deere Museum there at the old, I guess it's still a factory, I'm not sure. I'll have to find out about that. But I know Beverly and I toured that museum once, and it's really a nice museum. That's where they made a lot of the old two-cylinders, and I think new generations as well. So anyway, thank y'all for watching. If you like these videos, give me a like or a shout out and let me know if you want to see something different. So for now, I'm just going to say as usual, bye y'all.